The next revolution in transport is no longer about cars. It's about vehicles that fly, float, think, and move without us ever touching a wheel. From silent sky corridors to self-healing highways in cities that behave like living machines, mobility is about to stop being a problem and become an invisible superpower. Stay until number 1, because it's not just a vehicle. It's an entirely new way of living. 10. Flying cars and urban air taxis. For a century, flying car was a fantasy. Now it's becoming public transport. Companies like Joby Aviation, Archer Aviation, Lilium, and Xpeng Aero HT are building eVTOL aircraft, electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles designed for short urban hops. They lift off like drones, cruise like planes, and land on rooftops, parking decks, or micro skyports scattered across megacities. Joby's prototypes can carry 4 passengers for around 240 kilometers in near silence. Xpeng's next generation aims for fully autonomous, point-to-point routes through dense Chinese skylines. A 1-hour commute becomes a 5-minute flight. The business model is clear: air taxis instead of premium Ubers. But the deeper shift is psychological. Once people get used to stepping into a small cabin and flying above traffic, the dream object isn't the car anymore. It's the sky. The air becomes the new road, and cities will reshape themselves around that freedom. 9. Drone passenger pods. If air taxis are the buses of the sky, drone pods are the scooters. Single or 2-seat autonomous passenger drones like the Ahang 216 are already performing test flights across China and the UAE. Fully electric, controlled by artificial intelligence, they follow predefined aerial corridors and communicate with centralized control towers. There's no cockpit, no steering wheel. The passenger selects a destination, and the drone handles everything, from takeoff to navigation, collision avoidance, and landing. Compact, quiet, and deployable anywhere, these pods are ideal for resorts, coastal cities, corporate campuses, or island-to-island transfers. And the psychological effect is massive. For the first time, an ordinary person can be flown through the air by a machine. When millions begin trusting an autonomous drone with their life above the ground, trusting self-driving cars on the road will feel completely natural. 8. Hyperloop and vacuum maglev systems. Now imagine traveling at airplane speed, but never leaving the ground. Hyperloop and vacuum maglev systems promise velocities from 600 to over 1,000 kilometers per hour, using 2 revolutionary ideas: magnetic levitation and ultra-low air pressure. Pods hover millimeters above rails, eliminating friction. Enclosed tunnels strip away resistance, letting capsules accelerate silently, like a bullet train in zero gravity. China and other countries are testing hybrids that merge maglev with low-pressure tubes, where a journey that once took 3 hours becomes 30 minutes. It's not just a faster train. It threatens short-haul flights and high-speed rail in a single move. If built at scale, it could reshape geography itself. Working 500 kilometers away from your office suddenly makes sense. Hyperloop isn't simply about speed. It's proof that distance is negotiable. 7. Smart robo-highways and convoy trucks. While the skies get smarter, the roads are evolving too. Across the US, Europe, and China, autonomous trucks are already driving for hours without human touch, guided by sensors, radar, and artificial intelligence. Companies like Too Simple and Plus operate fleets that form robotic convoys. They stay in perfect lane discipline, maintain ideal spacing, and cut fuel use through synchronized drafting. Now imagine highways embedded with sensors and AI communication systems. V2X, Vehicle to Everything networks, that guide traffic like air controllers guide aircraft. Vehicles receive commands in real time. Change lane, merge left, slow down, reroute. The result is harmony, a moving, coordinated ecosystem of machines gliding across asphalt. This is where logistics will evolve first. The packages we order won't arrive from a guy in a truck, but from a synchronized robotic swarm, silently working around us. 6. Sidewalk bots and last-meter autonomy. The revolution continues where the road ends. Thousands of delivery robots now roam campuses and city districts. 6 wheels, lead our eyes, and secure compartments. They cross streets, dodge pedestrians, and call your phone when they arrive. For e-commerce, They're brutally efficient. No fatigue, no tips, no delays. For cities, they're living sensors, constantly mapping sidewalks, traffic, and human behavior. Inside buildings, another layer emerges. Small indoor robots in airports, malls, and hospitals, moving luggage, medicine, and food without human hands. They're quiet, unassuming, and often adorable. But that's the point. They normalize a world where things move on their own. Mobility becomes invisible, a constant, automatic background process that never stops, never sleeps, never waits for permission. 5. Smart seas, autonomous ships, and ocean highways. Beneath the clouds, another revolution sails quietly. Shipping, the bloodstream of our global economy, is going autonomous. Vessels like Norway's Yara Birkeland and Japan's autonomous ferries already navigate coasts using radar, LiDAR, and AI navigation. They analyze weather, currents, and traffic, adjusting course without human input. At ports, robotic tugs and automated docking systems align ships with centimeter precision. Electric and hybrid propulsion reduces emissions, making ocean trade cleaner and faster. The future looks like this. Entire fleets sailing in formation, coordinated by artificial intelligence, synced across continents. The ocean becomes a living network, where trade moves like code across a digital sea. Whoever controls that system won't just move goods. They'll control the global rhythm of commerce itself. 4. MagRail and hybrid future rails. Some engineers aren't replacing old systems. They're upgrading them. MagRail is one of the smartest ideas in transport, retrofitting existing railways with magnetic systems that let trains levitate at high speed while staying compatible with normal tracks. Trains can switch seamlessly between modes, rolling on steel in cities, hovering at 400 kilometers per hour in the open countryside. Onboard AI manages transitions, braking curves, and predictive maintenance, while old corridors evolve into high-tech arteries. This proves a powerful point. The future of transport doesn't always mean tearing down and rebuilding. Sometimes it means teaching ancient infrastructure how to think. It's the perfect visual metaphor. Old rails, reborn with new speed. 3. Sky buses and aerial public transit. Now scale that air taxi concept up. Cities like Dubai and Seoul are planning sky buses, 30 to 40 passenger eVTOL aircraft operating in fixed routes, taking off every few minutes. Centralized control networks manage altitude, spacing, and recharging schedules automatically, orchestrating hundreds of aircraft like an aerial metro system. Imagine gliding above rush hour traffic in a silent cabin, watching the gridlock below while your commute feels like teleportation. This is the moment when flying stops being a luxury and becomes routine infrastructure. When you can commute above the chaos for the price of a train ticket, ground transport loses prestige. The hierarchy flips. The air belongs to everyone. 2. Living roads and self-healing infrastructure. Autonomy means nothing without smart terrain. Engineers are designing self-healing asphalt that uses embedded steel fibers and microcapsules, reacting to induction or sunlight, sealing cracks before they become potholes. Solar-integrated road panels generate electricity for charging lanes, sensors, and 5G communication. Roads will talk to vehicles, sending data about black ice, accidents, or incoming ambulances. Over time, AI will redesign entire districts, removing danger spots and optimizing flow automatically. From above, these networks glow with motion. Dynamic markings, adaptive speed limits, traffic flows visualized like living veins. Mobility isn't just smarter cars. It's responsive ground, a world where infrastructure itself learns, adapts, and repairs without our help. 1. The autonomous city. Mobility as an operating system. At the top of this list isn't a vehicle. It's a mindset. Projects like NEOM's The Line, futuristic districts in China, Singapore, and the Gulf are building cities where mobility is part of the architecture. No private cars. Instead, underground freight tunnels, autonomous shuttles, elevated walkways, maglev corridors, eVTOL hubs, and drone pads integrated into every layer. Everything is connected by a unified AI that tracks movement in real time, predicting where demand will appear before it does. You don't drive. You don't own. You simply request movement, and it appears. Pods, walkways, sky buses, maglevs, elevators, all stitched together into one seamless network. The result: no waiting, no chaos, no confusion. The city itself becomes an intelligent machine, quiet, precise, efficient. This is not just the end of cars. It's the end of the need to think about transportation at all. When movement is this effortless, the act of staying still becomes a conscious choice. From flying taxis and drone pods to ocean convoys, self-healing roads, and cities that move like software, the future of mobility isn't a gadget. It's an ecosystem. Vehicles will be autonomous by default, connected to everything, layered across land, sea, sky, and underground. Built into the design of our cities, distance will shrink, borders will blur, commuting will become optional. The real question isn't whether this future will arrive. It's whether we're ready to live in a world where movement is so easy, fast, and automated that staying still becomes the rarest luxury of all. Would you trust this system with your life every day? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the future that's already taking off. Because the next revolution in travel has already begun.